minute intro. No stupid music. We're going right in. Oh, and we're already live.
It's all stupid, huh?
It's all stupid. Curtis, Dave, Joel, and Mike. What's going on? Dudes.
What's up, bruh?
Or duderinos, or the dudes. Whatever your preferred nomenclature.
Oh, wow. Nomenclature.
Mm-hmm.
Nomenclature. That is a rarely used word.
Oh, hello, fish peeps.
How's it going in the Bay Area? Is it a scorcher?
South Bay.
Is it a scorcher down there today? No, probably not. The weather actually seemed pretty mild in Northern California.
It's nice and toasty here today.
Yeah, it's not.
Which we've had like 3
cold.
days of rain, so.
It's very moist, which I don't love at all. How do you say your name? Is it Ager?
Just say Ellison.
Can you tell me, try to write it out phonetically so I know how to say it. I hate not saying people's names right. It really bothers me. I don't know why I'm so it just, because people always literally will look at my name and call me Chelsea or something stupid like that. And I'm like, really? Come on.
They call you stupid?
They might as well calling me Chelsea. What is that? Do you swim in the sea? No, you do not. It's not that hard.
All right, another no agenda live stream for this Monday. We're all just going to hang out and talk about fish for a little bit, and then probably go off topic like always.
I might have a little. I was thinking about this, and I know this is such a ridiculous question, but what's everyone's favorite cichlid? That's what I was thinking. I was just thinking about cichlids because I love them so much, and we have a lot of really cool cichlids in our fish room, and I want to know if anybody has favorite cichlids that you've kept recently or in the past. I'd like to know about it because they are my favorite. Well, probably my favorite. It's just the most expansive species, I feel like. So yeah, if anybody feels like talking about that, you can, or not. Just a suggestion.
Ayer?
Okay. Thank you. That's perfect. That's what I needed. I appreciate it. Ayer. Okay. All right. Cool.
Cyprochromis are my favorite cichlids, says Fish Tank Barn.
Ooh.
I agree.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a good one. You're pinging his interest there.
They're the rainbow fish of the cichlid world.
Mine's probably the Bolivian ram. I mean, I could probably safely say that, or a threadfin acara, though. I do love a threadfin acara. I've kept quite a few.
Jody, come back, because I got homework for you.
Jody, I love that you call it a supper. I always try and figure out from different parts of, the world and the United States, wherever, just anywhere you live, how you say that, because we always said dinner. Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
You know
but
what I
supper's
like?
so wholesome. What?
The name Ayer.
It is very cool. I know. And thank you. That was exactly, I was waiting for I'm like, does that make sense what I'm asking? But you did exactly what I asked. Now I know how to pronounce your name.
Vanessa says, I love dwarf cichlids like my Laticara curriceps.
Good one.
I'm
Those
about
are good
to show
ones.
you my favorite cichlids.
I like it, Vanessa. Dwarf cichlids are awesome, especially Laticara. I really do love Laticara species. Really cool.
You might have seen my post about these the other day, but my favorite are going to be Nanochromis.
Oh, yeah, these are some stunners. I think we might pick up a pair of these, eh?
Yep.
If we can.
Look at these guys. Now, there's many species of nano. Well, there's not many. There's probably half a dozen.
Right. That's a good amount, though. That's a good amount.
For a fish from the Congo.
Yeah, that we
Here
actually
you can kind of see
get.
their variety.
See, the thing is we're not supposed to be getting any fish. When you have the opportunity to get these fish, and I've literally never seen these for sale before, you don't really pass that up. Don't sleep on things, people. That's an effed up question. I know. I thought somebody might say that. It is, isn't it? It's kind of mean.
What?
What's your favorite cichlid? Pick one. Because I could list 10 that I'm going to be like, yeah, these are my favorite. How do you pick with all the cool nanos and then the Geophagus, Hecali, Frontosa?
Hey,
yeah.
Whip Swirl.
That's what I'm saying, though. See how cichlids can make people feel many things, though, and I like it. I think it's a good topic.
You know what's not high up on the list?
What?
Angelfish.
No, they're not. They're not too high up on my list. Although I will never get over how gorgeous that Altum at Moonlight was that we saw in the back room. Whew, that was a stunning little
There's a
angelfish.
secret back room that you have to be part of an exclusive club to get into the back room at Moonlight. So we couldn't film it because it's not for the general public.
Supper, dinner, tomato. Yeah, okay, all right. We never called it supper, but I'd read books and they'd say that, and I'm like, I want to say that. It sounds so nice. I don't know.
I guess I have 10 minutes before the supper. So this is for everyone, not just for Jody. We're going to go back to the internet here.
The internet.
And you see I got my little channel pulled up here. I'm curious what other people's hobbies are. I was going to try to wait till we were in the off-topic section, but
I had to stomp all over my cichlid question.
I've been trying to figure out how to use this community tab, and I'm thinking, wow, what about other hobbies? What other hobbies do we have? So you should be able to post a picture, but if you don't want to, that's fine. If you just want to leave a comment, I'm just curious what other people are doing besides, when they're not changing water and feeding fish, and maybe we can help some other type of hobby nerds get together and coagulate.
Paper plate Steenfott's pretty high up on your favorite list. That's good.
What happened?
Bougie said paper plate Steenfott is pretty high up. That's their discus. On the discus, or on the discus for the uninitiated, but it's very specific discus.
What would I choose if I was forced?
Flower horns. Psh.
If I was forced, you had to have discus or angelfish.
Angels.
I think angels would out.
Angels.
Because I do love a good Leopoldi. I
like
can't
the
lie.
spotted Rio Nene. So yeah,
You just like to say nene, so you can whip. And you can nene.
Oh my god.
And she does the dance every time.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine it? No, you cannot.
So go to my community tab and share your hobbies because I am curious.
It's a cool question.
Fish Tank Barn, I am jealous because I want to do that too.
Golf is great.
I got wiffle golf balls so I can hit them around the yard. And just that motion, it just feels good to stretch.
It's because golfing is so good. Everybody in my family golfs. Well, a lot of people golf. Many. The baby's good, Whip.
Pretty sure you have filmed the secret room. No. That's the decoy room.
No, we did.
No. That's the decoy room.
Okay.
But we did film an additional room in the first tour.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
I love plants and more plants. And okay, we'll post a picture of some decorated cakes. Let's see it.
Yeah. I would love to see that.
Ooh, wild. Okay, so to me, it would come down to wild discus or Leopoldi. That's a tough one. Because wild discus have the cool barring.
Ma'am. God. Tego is feeling too well.
Where is Leo?
She's a zesty little girl right now. Like to go fishing and look for different kinds of reptiles. That's whilst fishing, you could pull into little inlets. Yeah, that's a good deal. We used to do that kayaking. Very fun.
The wet spot got in some Anenachromis tegusa. That's what we were just looking at.
Get out of our heads, fish for life.
Let's go back. We were just right there.
The Tugelzy.
If they could get a picture up, they'd sell these a lot faster.
We don't want them. We want to make sure we can get some.
There they are.
Yeah, they're sweet. They look like little Dalmatians. Look at the spots. Very different looking than, a Splendens or a Pyrillus or... Transvestitis has their very own look. Very different look, too, though.
Yes, Regina, she is eating again.
Oh, yeah. So what I think is she got maybe... I don't know if it was because her lamps weren't hot enough. Something was up, though, and she wasn't digesting her food properly, I think, and so she got a little ill.
Luckily, Chelsea here...
Shit.
happens to be married to a master's certified herpetologist who was able to nurse
God knows I need the help, right? Because
back to health.
I don't know what I'm doing, right? I put her in a hospital tank. We took care of her for about 2 weeks.
Master's certified.
We put her under some intense light so she could digest whatever funk was going on, and now
sun baths.
She's been outside.
Little sunbathing.
She's doing real well. A-okay. Back to normal.
Matt, I'm with you, says, I don't love either, but wild discus are pretty. I agree.
Yeah, my scar is gnarly. It looks kind of like a shark bite, which I wish it was. That would have been a way cooler story.
Shark bite, hoo-ha-ha.
Yeah, exactly. I would have been so much happier to explain my shark bite story than what actually happened. I just got in a car accident.
Oh, wait, I have to look at this on my phone. That's right. Ugh.
God forbid. You make him look at his phone.
Phone that doesn't... Actually, I'm making...
Does a master certified herpetologist get you every time? Yeah. Me too. Me too. Where's my certificate? I'd be adjunct.
You're by proxy.
Shut up. Gosh.
Maybe I didn't do this right. Maybe you can't share pictures on this post. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think you can. I thought so. Yeah, it was a long time ago, Whip, but it definitely... I got a little hitch in my giddy up. I have a lot of metal in my hip. But I don't beep at the airport Because it's titanium. I got the
Maybe
good
I'll hang
stuff.
my certificate on the wall
Oh
behind
my
us.
God.
It's honestly,
Nobody ever encouraged him.
It is the most boring
Is
looking
it just a piece of paper they printed?
certificate. I don't even know that it's on heavy stock paper.
It's just a regular old 8x11. That's funny. Just a stupid old copy paper. The crappy stuff. Not even a name brand.
Holy boy, Nancy, we're deciding what the 15-year-old wanted for her birthday dinner, and I lost track of time.
Oh, that's okay, Zen. 15, eh? Wow, I was a nightmare when I was 15. Oh boy, the things I was up to.
Leo blowing up my phone all day and then doesn't come to the live stream.
Yeah, thanks.
He's going to lose his privileges.
I've never been to... My parents were never like, you're going to lose your privileges. I'm like, what privileges? Do what I want. No, I was a pretty good kid. Yeah, he should hang... You know, we could use it to cover that stupid outlet that drives me effing crazy.
I keep saying I'm going to put a shelf there and put some plants on there to hide it, but...
Why?
I say a lot of things. Most of it's too good to be true. That was an office quote that you missed again.
What season?
It's Holly when she's talking about Michael Scott.
I start to lose interest. Really, the first 4 seasons are my very favorite.
It gets narrower every time she doesn't get a reference. First, it was like, I only watch the Michael Scott seasons.
Because I don't really pay attention to the later episodes. I'll watch them, but I'm not into them like I am the first 4 seasons. Like, I'm into those. I'm committed. I'm invested. Uh-oh. We got lizards on the loose everywhere in here. My goodness. Everybody's going crazy.
Knowing you are a herpetologist makes you my hero. That is my dream.
I could not roll my eyes any harder. Me too. Me too.
My newly 13-year-old is so much worse than the 15-year-old. The 13-year-old is just like me, a little shy. Never mind.
I was very smart and I did well in school. I got good grades. I was always in honors and advanced placement classes, but I was a feisty kid.
Oh, so you can brag about your honors classes, but I can't talk about my master's certification in herpetology.
Shine on, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Shine on.
Okay.
Yeah. I was a good kid, though. Like, I wasn't, like, not murdering people or anybody. Like, it was nice to people-ish. I was nice to my animals.
You haven't done your first murder yet?
No. Never got caught, neither. Oh.
All right, so who has fish questions? Let's go with fish.
Yeah, let's talk about fish. We never talk about fish.
Don't make me start asking random questions.
Oh, here, I have something I can say because the video is out. So we were at Moonlight, obviously. We did the store tour again at Moonlight. Whilst looking through tanks, he saw, and then pointed out to me, a Phenacogrammus aurantiacus, so what we already have a group of. And there was just one single little fish in there swimming around.
From who in Aquatics?
From who, yep. It was
Thank you, Ryan, for
Ryan's
leaving those
fish. There. Yeah, and so... Then, as I'm excited about that, going, ooh, another one, which I thought was a female, and upon further inspection is a male, which is great because we only have one male left. Because we had one pass, unfortunately. And I believe that was the other male. So, anyways, another fish that was in there that he pointed out to me, he's like, hey, isn't that a fantastique? And sure enough, it was a fantastique.
Sure enough.
So we now have one Phenacogrammus fantastique, and by some... gift from the universe, the wet spot, which I haven't seen fantastiques available commercially for a long time. It's been probably a year, maybe 6 months to a year, long time, because they come in spurts. The wet spot just got some in, and we just so happen to have a ton of fish to trade into the wet spot. So I have very nicely asked him if we could get some more of the Fantastiques, because literally that tank then is my dream. That is my dream tank, can't come to life. I always wanted Fantastiques, Distichotis tugelzi, and the Araniacus, and spotted Congo puffers. The topping on that beautiful tank, huh? Well, they kind of stay towards the middle, but still, it will be my dream come true if we can get those.
It was a very random find.
It was and we got them for a very good deal.
I was like, hey, come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
I was real excited. Real excited. Yeah, that's the only reason I married him was that herp cert. That's That's why.
The Grimster says, my betta rubra are holding a mouthful.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Very nice.
I love mouth brooders. They're so fun.
When I see Dennis Yongai, I think African cichlid, but...
So I asked about Severum tank mates last week. Should I have the Severum be the first? It doesn't matter. My Severums could have, like, not given less of a crap about anybody in the tank with them. They didn't care at all. They're really not mean fish. They're bigger fish. I'd even say they're big. They're medium to big size fish, depending on what species and how big your specific individual gets. But, like, they're not mean fish. They're really
Here's
pretty
a
easygoing.
Rosie has a question for you.
Where's Rosie? Ah. Setting up a 37-gallon future Congo spotted puffer. Any suggestions for friends? Oh, so many suggestions. We really like a couple different kinds of barbs. Like, so we have the African fire barbs or the African banded barbs that we've kept with our spotted Congo puffers. They're great. You could keep a small group of those in a 37. You could also do like Norman's lamp-eye killies. I've kept those with spotted Congo puffers, and they're a very, very cool fish, and they're fun to watch reproduce. They're really easy and hardy, and they have beautiful lamp eyes that just shine while they flit around in the tank. They're very cool to watch. And then you could also do like the dwarf. What are they? The dwarf gold dwarf. I never know if they're gold dwarf or dwarf gold.
Pethia galeus.
Just Pethia galeus. There you go. They're the really cool barbs, really peaceful barbs.
My favorite barb.
He loves it. We have them, and they're very, very nice. They would go just fine. You could do like some, I would say, more reserved tetra. So definitely I would try to steer clear of like emperors and stuff because they can be a little nippy, but like you could easily do some wad-eye.
There is a comprehensive guide on the golden dwarf barb at steenfottaquatics.com.
There they are. They're really cool
Find
fish.
out everything you need to know.
I feel like we really need to start talking about barbs that are lesser kept and very great alternatives to some of the dickhead barbs out there. So
Look how I'm like, where am I ranking here? I'm ranking 3rd. That's pretty good. Even though no one is searching for this fish.
Aquatic Arts beat you.
I know, but I'm beating Wikipedia and the Wet Spot.
Well, you should be beating Wikipedia. Everybody
and
should be
Aqua
beating Wikipedia.
Addiction. Man, those guys are everywhere
Aqua
now.
Addiction is insane. Like, it is literally everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, I got a comment I got to read here. Let me come back. Where did it go? Aaron.
No, down. It went too far up.
I went too far up. There we go. Aaron says, I've really enjoyed my Avanacara bimaculata.
Nice.
I've had them for about 2 years, and their behavior and temperament is super cool to watch. That's one of your favorite fish.
Yes, it is. I've kept the
And
Atticetta.
the Atticetta.
The Atticetta are a little larger, but it can be a little spunkier, I've heard. But the bimaculata are just gorgeous, and I would love to keep some. I will at some point.
The Grimster has a question that's going to be hard to answer without any additional information. Says, when switching tap to RO, what percentage do you start with?
Oh.
It really depends, because our water here is super hard. If your water is already super soft, then it's probably not going to matter. You could probably go straight to RO water.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have hard water,
50-50 maybe? Like,
I would probably start like 25-75, just to make sure they don't go into osmotic shock.
oof,
If your
that'd be
fish,
sad.
if your fish are already used to hard water, and then you put them straight into soft water, they can go into osmotic shock. So,
Can you scroll down for me, please?
yep.
Thanks.
So depending on your water, if it's hard, I would do 75-25, and or you could like just drip acclimate as well. The Grimster says the water is hard. Yeah, so I would probably do, depending on the size of the tank also. Like if it's a 10-gallon, then you probably want to do like a gallon at a time. But if it's like a 125-gallon, then I don't know. You could do more, but
They're all just on one right now. McMaster Eye Baby's growing strong. That's exciting. How
very
cute.
nice.
Those barbs are either Pethia galeus. They're galeus. Okay, you said Canius or Aurea. Oh, there's 3 different types. I think that the other, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but I think I read this, that the other species are slightly larger than the galeus. But I don't know, because I've never kept them.
The interweb says Bushy Nose will eat BBA.
The
Any
internet
truth to that?
lies.
Nope.
The internet is full of mahooey.
I have never
Never
seen
in my
it.
life. I wish, God, I would have kept all of mine had they eaten BBA. I've never. What did I see eating BBA one time that I was like, what the hell? What was it? There was some random ass fish that I had that was eating BBA, but it wasn't in any like increments large enough to make a difference. It was just like munching on it a little bit. God, what was it? It's gonna drive me crazy.
Jody, tell us about the new hill stream loaches. I'm just gonna assume you've got some since last week.
Oh, sorry to hear what? What happened?
Lies and more lies.
I took it slow and spent a year bringing my TDS from 380 to 160, 180, but I have a 210 gallon, 75 sump, do large water changes every 2 weeks. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So, what's up, Steven? Taking a little break.
Happy
today?
belated birthday, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Hope you had a good time. Flagfish. What?
For BBA.
Bushy nose and bristle nose are the same thing. Same thing. Just different common names, monikers people have assigned to them.
Judy says, I got 21 Sewillia speciosa from Marcel. Remember you were asking me where I got my Corridoras from? It was Tom.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Just posted that he is getting 100% out of the hobby, which is kind of sad.
Does he have a bunch of cool stuff still, or has he like pared down?
He's already gotten rid of a lot of stuff.
Oh, because he did have some. He had watermelon tetra, I think.
He did Corridoras and Plecos. I don't know if he had watermelon.
I thought he had watermelons. I thought I saw a video of his that had watermelons. What is she doing?
But he said that he got down to 14 tanks and he was going to keep it at that. But now he's getting out of the hobby completely.
Slow, smooth, and smooth.
And he's got like 50,000 subscribers too.
Ooh, man.
Should sell his channel.
I can't believe that people do this.
Someone want to jumpstart your channel, offer Tom some money for his 50,000
really?
followers.
I wonder how people feel about that. Like how many people take the time to unsubscribe when you've, you know what I mean, committed to one person and then another person's like, hey, it's me now. This is my deal.
I'm also getting Gastromyzon, Zabrinus, Red Devil, and Gastromyzon Ocellatus soon.
Good golly. Speciosa. Leviosa.
I hope to not be ad nauseum. Nope, that's what we're here for. But at what age do I sell my McMasterite babies? They are so effing cute right now. You can't go by age. You pretty much have to go by size.
1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, probably.
So
depending on where.
Depending on where and who you're selling for. Most retail stores or local fish stores are going to want to be able to sex them, which probably like at least an inch, maybe even an inch and a half. So you make sure that you don't get any sneaker males in there. But if you're selling on like Aquabid or wherever, probably 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah, where are you selling them? I guess that would be a good question too. Oh, look who it is. Everybody is present. Anybody see anything in our video from Moonlight that you're going to buy or see? Oh, good. You're welcome, Zen. I love Harry Potter.
The shrimp at Moonlight are
Those
phenomenal.
Ocean blues are... I was taken aback by how blue they were. I don't think I've ever seen blue shrimp quite that blue. Well, and I get that, Zen, because I love Hermione, because I was like that when I was a kid. It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa. I could see myself saying that to someone, so... I feel her pain and her wisdom. That's a cool picture of the stirbai.
Hey, this fish was in our last video, our second to the last video.
10 available for $11.99.
Somebody should buy these. They are awesome.
They are, but make sure you have time to dedicate to giving them exactly what they need, because they're not easy.
Hey, that's not a Dan's fish picture. You can't copyright that.
Endostomus paradoxus. It isn't?
Nope.
Whose picture is it? Where'd it come from? You know?
Yeah, because I have the same picture.
Oh.
Well, it could be his. Maybe he's selling them. Maybe he's selling the rights. I don't know. What do I know?
Wanted to give you an update on the 125-gallon tank at work. We now have 3 fish that have lasted since last Thursday. Way better than less than 24 hours we were getting. Oh. Seems problem is low KH. Oh, so it's not buffering? Is that the issue? And so is the pH swinging? What's the, like, what is the What are the parameters in total, I wonder?
Jennifer says, are Congo tetras hard to breed? I would say no.
What Congo tetra? Like
Coming
regular?
from someone who's never done it, Phenocogrammus interruptus.
Yeah, interruptus is pretty easy from what I understand.
I would say they're not difficult, just a regular egg scatterer. Be sure you have food to feed the fry. That's going to be the hard part.
So Navajo, I have not personally bred Bimaculata. I've kept a lot of Atiquetta, which are another Ivanicara. I've done a lot of research on the Bimaculata and the breeding, and it seems like the people that have actually had luck drop them significantly. The pH gets down to like 5.5, and which can be hard to maintain. So that's a cool picture. But that's generally, you want to do some botanicals, drop the pH down. You can also drop the water level. I've heard that has helped some people. So maybe drop the water level by a few inches, do a water change, and just leave it kind of low. Make sure they have, you know, some driftwood and some stuff in there just to hide in. But other than that, I feel like there isn't anything that I've personally read or heard from someone who has successfully bred them that's too different than that. It's the common thread is the pH being dropped significantly. So, but I know people that have dropped the pH and still not had luck. I think it's kind of a crapshoot, honestly. Seems that way, at least.
Oh, I see what's going on here. So you have to post as a new post. You can't reply.
What's up, Craig?
That is so lame. True freshwater tiger moray eels, half off right now, folks.
That's a good deal.
You're not going to find them for cheaper than $99.99.
Yeah,
Although,
then somebody keep them for 2 years and tell us if they're really freshwater.
I don't think my discount code works on it.
Oh, why?
I don't think it...
Oh, sale.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's find out.
I know, I like that picture of the moray. It's pretty funny.
Well, I don't want to log in.
They do open their mouth quite often, so...
Curtis, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Dependable.
Thanks, Curtis.
Thank you so much.
Is it Bika? Bika? Yeah, they're really cute in real life. They're really, really cute eels, honestly.
I don't think I can pull it
Thanks,
up.
Craig. I say Craig like it's from Friday. Craig.
See, I thought this would be like a fun thing to do on the stream of like looking at everyone's hobbies, but I forgot that it doesn't work on desktop, which is lame. Look at Jody's cakes.
Cool. Wait, ooh! Ew. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
It's Harry Potter.
It's a
What's
Harry
Hedwig?
Potter
It's not
cake.
Harry Potter, but it's from Harry Potter. Oh, God. Ooh, those are cool.
Pumpkins.
Jody, these are very cool. Oh, the bunny. The bunny's cute. I really like the pumpkins.
Curtis, what is Curtis doing here? My hobbies are collecting vinyl records and customizing my
Ooh,
motorcycle.
I like the neatness of everything there. That makes me happy. I love organization.
He is TikTok famous.
For God's sake, I hate that so much.
Catfish cave there, Craig. Thank you
Craig.
for 7 months.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
They tens, but they clean.
They clean, though.
I didn't know other hobbies. That's lame.
Wait, giraffe cake. Did she send one of the giraffe? Did we get the giraffe?
Oh, more cakes.
It's a basket. Oh, they're holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool,
The
Jody.
giraffe cake.
We're going to need one of those. We're going to need you to fly out to hopefully California for the kid's birthday and make her a cake. It's going to need to be a snake. A snake cake.
Is this like what you do for a living? Is that a dumb question?
I feel like I want to ask that too. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter's awesome.
First 3D cake.
It's Bika. Okay, see. I like knowing how to say people's names. I feel bad
Yeah,
mispronouncing
the giraffe
names.
cake is... I want a
Yeah, that's
zebra
sweet.
cake.
Oh shit. The giraffe isn't good enough.
Did we get the question someone was asking
What?
About breeding biomaca?
I answered
okay.
it, yeah.
Good. When
As
we actually
best
get
as
a
I could.
fish question, I'd like to make sure we...
Bimacula spawn readily, but the eggs won't develop unless you have very soft water. Amazonas has a good article about breeding them. Hope that helps. That is helpful. Amazonas usually does have some helpful articles. I have read many a helpful article on Amazonas, especially around cichlids. They have a lot of good information about cichlids. So there you go. Hopefully that can be helpful to anybody looking to breed them. I have heard, you know what, you are right, Aaron, because I have heard people say they have bred them, but the eggs never get wigglers. They never move past the egg stage. So
A
Good
pleco
point.
cake would be interesting.
that would be kind of cool. Anything like a fish cake would be really cool. Not like a fish cake, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I would like a Aki monitor cake or a Tegu cake. Or Schneider skink cake.
I started decorating cakes 6 years ago, just a side
That's
gig.
a great thing to do on the side. And how fun that must be too. I think that must be such a creative outlet. cakes. How fun. I am not a good baker. I'm an improvisational cooker. Like, I like to, mess with things, and you can't do that in baking, really.
So now I got to figure out a different way to be more interactive on the live stream because this doesn't work on desktop.
That's very unfortunate.
Just so lame.
I don't understand why that would be the case.
Make everything myself, the flowers, the cake boards.
Craig, I'm trying to push my TikTok, but you need to be a mental case to get traction. That's so accurate. Like, I'm saying that.
I think I've
I'm repeating that
uploaded
to
one
somebody.
tick or one talk, whatever they're called,
I literally am going to say to someone,
in the last 4
you have
years.
to be a mental case to get traction.
Ooh, Rosie says, I love my new coral pencilfish. So beautiful and friendly. 11 in my 90 gallon. I want more.
Nice.
Like 30 more.
And they actually, I was just commenting on, their price is reasonable, I feel like, for what they are, and they are hard to get. Their collection point is difficult to get to, and there's only one spot they really come from. The coral reds, specifically the, what's it called? Morton Thalleri. But they have held that same price point for years, and it just baffles me. Haven't gone up, haven't gone down. They've just hung out around like 13 to 15 bucks a piece for so long. So long. I mean, all the new, like, the Cinepas and everything are like $40 or $30, but just the coral reds, the Morton Thalleri, are pretty decent. They are very pretty fish, too. I wish you the best of luck with them. I sadly did not have good luck with them. I feel like it's one of those things I'm just cursed with that specific type
Jody,
of fish.
it's been a little longer than 10 minutes. I hope we're not late.
See, that's how, Jody, that's another thing, is I'm a super control freak, and I feel that. I make
You?
everything myself.
I don't believe it.
I make everything myself.
Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Let's see if we can pop over 100 with the likes
that's
again.
a lot. That's a lot of talent to do that. I know that baking is.
I don't have
is
the
not easy.
patience.
It's a science, so I love science, but I am not good at baking. I remember one time my friend and I tried to make oatmeal cookies, and instead of doing a teaspoon of salt, we did a tablespoon. We were so effing stoked to eat these cookies, and we took one bite, and we were like, shit. They were not good, needless to say. I can do really good sugar cookies with royal icing.
Rosie says, I like them better than more expensive ones. Yeah, I mean, my favorite is the Marginatus, and those are like $5.
Marginatus are awesome. The Rubricatus are the purples, and I think those might be my favorite, other than the Equus. Color-wise, the purples, I think, are my favorite, because they have a lot of red, but they also have some white, and they have a lot of barring on them, like black barring, and I really like them. They're kind of short and stout, so I like that, too.
Jody, is it just a hobby, or do you take special orders?
Did you ship, Jody? Like, do you do local stuff only, or do you ship? Because I feel like you couldn't ship
How
any
do you
of that
ship a cake?
in pieces. People do it. I've seen and heard of it being done. It's very expensive, but people do it all the time. People are crazy about that kind of stuff. Like, they pay a lot of money. I hope you make a lot of money doing that, Jody, because I bet it takes a lot of time. Lots of time.
The Hedwig cake took 48 hours
Yeah.
to decorate and then 5 minutes to eat.
The Hedwig cake is sweet. What were the wings? What was that, like a did you build something, or is it all edible, or are there pieces that, like, because I know a lot of people can't, not everything can be edible all the time, obviously, for that much detail.
McMaster Eye again. I have a male whose female died. Is it
Uh-oh.
risky to introduce a new female? I wouldn't think so. I mean, if you're doing it in like a 2-gallon tank, that could be a
Just
problem.
be aware that they may not like each other. Not in like a bad, but they may just not be interested in each other, because the pistos are like that.
I don't think it would be a problem as long as they're appropriately sized.
Yeah, I don't think they'd beef.
Making Roxanne and Brian's wedding cake on 100 cupcakes and bringing it to the Clash.
Oh, that's nice. What is the cake going to look like, or is it a secret? I'm curious. 100 cupcakes. Oh my god, I love cupcakes.
It's going to be a booby cake.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm sure. Is it a booby cake?
Everything
Is
on
that
the
what it
owl is edible minus the inside structure.
Oh, how cool. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's reasonable, though.
So it's like cardboard with frosting on it.
Whatever, you can still eat the frosting. I'm sure she doesn't, like, drag the cardboard on the ground before she uses it for the cake. Trying to breed my giraffes at the moment. Look close to breeding. There is no better feeling than success in a full tank of fish. Really, I was just looking at...
Later, Bika. Thanks for stopping by.
Goodbye. I was just looking at a bunch of my old blue Acara fry, and I was like, man, I miss having fry everywhere, because I had, like, every tank had a breeder box on it with fry in it at one point, and I loved that. But that's not the goal for us right now, so it's probably a good thing we don't have that. Not boobs? Bummer.
Did you say keeping different species of pencilfish in the same tank is okay?
Yeah,
we are doing it right now.
They'd have no... What's so funny, Rosie, what I have noticed, because I've kept different species of pencils together for many years, so I know it works. It's totally fine. They don't beef, but they will stay with their own. They will not intermix or anything. Like, they will stay in little subgroups within the tank, depending on the size of your tank, and hang out with their own type. It's really funny to see. It's really cool, though, because you just have these little factions of pencilfish all over the tank. Looking cool.
Hip Hop Hillbilly, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Ooh, more hobby picks. I'm curious what Steven's up to.
I do like these.
I like it's a good thing. I'm enjoying it.
My other hobby is thrifting. I'm gonna start a channel. I gotta start a thrifting channel. I hate everybody's thrifting channels.
Woodworking, gardening, and painting, and there shall be more pictures coming of cakes.
My dad is a woodworker. Takes a lot of talent to do that.
Yeah. Never mind. I'll leave that one alone.
Please do.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the flag. My new breeding project, once I can find them, is the Royal Acara. Ooh, yay! I can't believe how hard. Okay, you're telling me, Green Shield, because I kept them. I had the Mete, and then I also had, oh lord.
Look at Steven doing oil paintings.
Aquatics Mete and Aquatics Diadema.
Look.
Those are beautiful. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, the turquoise rainbow's dope.
That's flashing. I love it.
A flashing turquoise
rainbow specifically. But yeah, I haven't been able to find Mete specifically because I love my Mete for like
I like the pea puffer.
Ever. Dan had them last. Keep your eye out on Dan's because Dan's had them consistently, more consistently than anybody else. So I would just say keep your eyes peeled. I haven't seen them anywhere else other than Dan's for a very, very long time, and I've looked for them. So they're great fish. Mine were really sweet.
Ooh, 88. Hit the like.
I know that they're basic, but I recently got a dojo loach. Dojo loaches are hilarious. First of all, hilarious fish. They are silly. Yeah, I had a dojo loach in a tank I should have never had it in when I was a kid, and I loved that thing. It was a goofball. I have over 100 star sapphire cichlid. What is a star sapphire cichlid?
That is an African cichlid.
Okay.
And they're very cool blue with like blue spangling.
I think I know what they are.
And you'd know if you saw them.
I think I know what they are.
I'll pull them up here.
Yeah,
It takes a long time for the spangling. Well, I did not spell that right, but it'll know.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. Yep.
This is one of my favorite African cichlids. I've kept and bred them twice in my fish keeping career.
Placidochromis, species Phenachilus.
Tanzania.
Got it.
They are very cool. But it does take years to get full spangling. This guy is years and years old.
And only that big, huh? Like what, 5 inches, 6 inches?
Pretty standard peacock size. My males are close to 4 years old.
Wow, that's cool. Get very attached to cichlids. I do, at least.
My other hobby is hiding from my wife.
Who said that? Where is that? I don't see it.
Christopher.
Oh, Christopher. That's funny. God bless America. Australia loves you just as much as me. Thanks, Chris.
I know they are basic, but I recently got a dojo loach. First time ever. I love that fish. Great for outdoor tubs.
Playing the repeater. Yeah, they are good for outdoor tubs. That's very true.
Yeah, they are good for outdoor tubs. That is very true.
I'm going to say the F word just to stop this shenanigans.
I'm going to say the F word just to stop. You wanted to play the repeater.
No,
you started it.
I do not want to play it.
Same Bob, they're a favorite of mine. Yep.
Can you scroll down?
Another one of my favorites. Well, I can't even think of the name right now, so I can't say it.
Shoot. Hey,
that's gonna drive me
what is
crazy.
it? Beto Great Lakes. Welcome.
Aquatic
Hello,
Moose
hello.
says, "Who's got those sweet, sweet memberships?" I'm going to tell you right now, not enough. We need more members.
Members, exclusive memberships. Question: when are redhead topos able to breed? Hoping mine. So mine were about 3.5 inches the first time they spawned. So 3.5, 4 inches, I'd say you might see some spawning activity from them. They only get about 4.5, 5 inches.
I still cannot gift my own memberships.
I don't understand that at all. Do yours have a lot of color yet? That's also kind of an indicator. Once they start to color up and once they get about, like I said, size 3.5, 4 inches and they're getting good color, that's normally when you start to see.
Hooved Aquatics says fishing, gun building, and disc golf.
Ooh, frolf. A frolfer. Nice. I've frolfed a bit in my day. It's fun. It's very leisurely activity. Unless you get, we had some crazy courses where you had to really hurl shit, though.
We're not reviewing any tanks right now.
No. Not right now. However, I think it's great whenever people send us pictures of their tanks because I like to see what's going on. And if you guys want to talk, I don't think we would ever rate someone's tank. I think that's kind of messed up. I think that saying, hey, these are cool tanks, let's all look at them and admire them, that's different. Like, I love that. But we don't want to drag people down because some people don't know or everybody has different taste and what I love, maybe you don't love. You know,
what's up, buddy? Says don't skip the like button. I agree.
Don't skip it, please. I like that. Oh, Dennis, thank you. I love that hat, Dennis. Is that you in that picture? Because I love that hat. I do. Thank you, sir. Just one more fish. That's such a good name.
Whip is back. Holy smokes. So how come why can't Aquatic Moose win then? Whip is back.
I'm getting so frustrated. Oh, and look at that. How nice, too. Good to see you, Craig, even though you didn't get the membership.
Thank you, Dennis.
That was very nice of you. For gifting 0 memberships. Come on, Fish Fam. There's 5 memberships. Thank you.
And Zen, it's still not
Dennis is a real
sharing the affiliate links like it does in the member stream for some reason.
Is it still flip-flopped? Wasn't that the whole thing?
I'm not sure.
Flip-flop, flip-flop. Tank top, flip-flop. Really nothing fancy. God, Mace. Wow.
What in the world did you just say?
Don't you remember that song?
I'm glad I don't know what that song is.
It's Mace. Why are you over there looking at me while my girl's standing here?
Couldn't we just share on the Facebook group page?
You can.
Yes, and we have done that. I just we have a post going right now of people sharing their tanks. The difference is there's 100,000 people on YouTube. There's 3,000 people on Facebook. So the hope was to get a little more interaction on YouTube here.
So, Beto, I'm assuming you're near the Great Lakes somewhere. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess, unless that's just a fun name that you've chosen that means nothing about your location. But I don't know what temps you're talking about or where your fish tanks are located. Are they inside or in a garage or in a place that gets a lot of high heat?
You know what we need?
What?
I gotta mute this because I can't say this.
That's a private message kind of thing.
Yeah, sorry, folks. That's a member stream comment
How
right
annoying
there.
are we? Ew.
Yeah.
That was so obnoxious of us. 14 months, Ross. You're not even that late. You're a little late. You're late-ish. You're late-esque.
But you're early compared to your normal arrival time.
Yeah, really. So. That's true.
Kurt says, Beto, freeze a water bottle and put it on your tank. Also, are your fans actually pointed at the surface water, not just in the room somewhere?
In the general direction, yeah.
I would say don't get a water chiller because I have not heard good things about those.
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
I did not know about the Facebook group. I will be joining today. I mean, to be fair, it's not the most active place in the world.
But we could make it more active if people wanted to. I mean, it could definitely be. I pay attention to that kind of stuff.
I do have a Discord group, but I don't like Discord.
Never Discord.
And I realize that Discord would allow me to do everything I want to do, but I want to do everything I want to do on YouTube.
Secrets are no fun.
I don't like asking people to go to like 84 different places.
Well, look at that, Jennifer. You were gray for half a stream, and now you're green again. Congratulations. Basement, but it's like 90, and my tanks are 78. I need them to be 72. For Goodyeads, yeah. I was going to say 78, perfect. Yeah, everybody would love to have that, but no, you do need a little, yeah. Well, I mean, they would be okay, but if you're trying to breed them or do something... That's unfortunate. Yeah, I would, like they said, the water bottle thing. I'm trying to think of, do you have windows at all? I know it's a basement, but I don't know if you have those like small windows that let light in or if it's all closed off, but you technically could try and insulate around the tank, like the back of the tank to try and maintain a more consistent temperature.
Secrets don't make friends. It was a South Park reference, so it's like 10 p.m. or later kind of speak only.
Yeah, which is ironically when South Park was on.
And we don't want to offend Zen Ginger.
Shut up. God. My goodies are outside in tubs right now and doing fine.
I was surprised that our trout goodie survived winter,
Yeah.
and that was like 5-6 inches frozen over.
Heat wave in Kentucky? Uh-oh. Fishcord server on Discord that Steven and Jenna run is by far the best fish Discord server. I believe that. Totally believe that.
I just don't want Discord on my phone. That's the only thing. And I feel like I'm not at my desktop enough to be active.
South Bay, that's a good point. You could do an air conditioner. You could do one of the portable air conditioners if you have a place to vent it. You could do that. You could do that. That is an option. I have a brush.
They're
that takes them
expensive to
away.
run 24/7 though.
Yeah, they will cost you, but if you are committed to getting that temperature down no matter what, then yeah, you could absolutely go to Home Depot and spend a couple $100 and get, or Amazon or whatever, and get a rolling portable unit.
I'm pre-offended on Zen's behalf. I don't believe it because you like South Park.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. Goodies, they are hardy. I have seen that from them. Offending Zenger is a noble cause. We don't mean to offend. We like to have fun here.
We like to have fun
We have a lot of fun. All right?
We have fun
We're just- that's all we're doing. It's all in good fun. Do you all sell fish? Asking because you get the last of the honeycombs. That's fun. I'm hoping you breed and sell them. Wait, we did?
We did not get any honeycombs.
We didn't. We got them from someone. Right? We have the honeycombs.
Are we talking about the plecos or the catfish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have asked
I know
that.
plecos are catfish, but there's...
Yes. I should have asked before I assumed.
We got the honeycombs from a member that was kind enough to ship them to us.
And Dan will stop paying to be attacked. I would never. Dan
Dan usually has honeycombs. Let's check on him.
I try to offend Zen daily. It's a challenge.
519. And of course he's out.
It's a negative Ghost Rider. The plecos.
But we are planning on
yeah,
spawning them.
We are.
But they're still just
They're-
a couple inches.
they're
It'll be a
small.
while.
They're small.
We do, however, have a buttload of regular bushy nose plecos thanks
my
to someone.
Okay. God forbid you give a pair of plecos their own, not pair of plecos, a pair of plecos their own tank. Give them a little bit of space and they just have 800 babies. Not my fault.
And we do sell fish. We are shipping out some of our Sahika fry tomorrow,
Some.
as a matter of fact.
How about 8,000? Why is 8 my thing? Why am I keep saying
Try
8? 6.
I don't know how
Oh,
many.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because we're going to get rid of the rest of them in the
Yeah,
next
that's not for
couple
weeks.
Couple weeks.
Can Kerbensis tolerate low temperatures? I would say low 70s, but I wouldn't go in the 60s with them.
I would say, like, I've kept so many Kerbensis. I would try and keep it 75 or higher, honestly. 75 or higher for them. Like, if they get down to, like, 72, they're not going to be as happy as they're going to be in, like, the mid-70s. They don't need to be, like, super high or anything, but I kept so many, and they seem to like it a little warmer. Yeah, we're hoping they'll breed.
Mm-hmm. We did lose one, though. It's very sad.
I was not happy about that. And it was immediate, too. It was, like, within a day or something, wasn't it? It was really quick. Something just wasn't jiving. I have bristlenose pleco fried, chocolate and calico eating green bean. God. I'm so mad.
Something tells me we're going to be, like, donating 100 bristlenose plecos to Aquarium Co-op,
Yeah,
whether he wants them or not.
If you get a bristlenose pleco in the next 6 years from there, it'll be from us because, my God, there's so many. And why are they always albino? They're not all albino, but some of them are. I'm like, ugh.
It's
Ugh.
50-50 like it should be.
Have you looked in there? Either they're dying off or there's way more regular than albino in there right now.
Albino should die off.
I know. That's how I felt about it, too. I was like,
All right, we just need a couple more likes, folks, and we'll
Good.
hit the century mark.
Just a random topic to get on. Could y'all go over Dan's site and show some of y'all's favorite? Be interested.
Hey,
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me twice to go to dansfish.com.
We're already there, baby.
And use code Steenfott Aquatics for a discount on your next order.
Shut up. God. Gag me with a spoon.
Let's take a look here. So,
Yeah, Christopher, they do. I
most
always have fry.
popular, most recent. Let's see what's on sale. How about that?
Oh. Coaches.
Yep.
$4.99. Are you out of your mind?
That's a good
deal.
price.
Don't buy a pearl scale geophagus,
The
people.
purple spell,
Nice.
purple selfin gudgeons
Beautiful.
are really nice.
Yeah.
And then we have stuff that's not on sale. This is what's curious to me.
Yeah, Two Turtle Tom. That's what I would. 70 would be way too cold for them. I could see that.
Rosie says, almost forgot to tell you, my peas have a baby pea puffer.
Oh, just one? Aw, only child. Cute.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to...
You want some albino, Jennifer? You can have all of them. All of them. I'll send you all of them.
The home page, I think, is where I want to go.
It's probably 10 or 15.
And look at... I don't agree with having African cichlids as your cover photo there, but let's go to
Gag
cichlids.
me with a spoon again.
Okay, so I'm surprised there's still the blue flames in stock right here. Normally they'll sell out very quick.
Lots of apistos per usual. They have white milk. Oh, okay, I actually think the albino redhead topos are quite lovely, and that is a good price on them, to be honest. That's not bad at all. Those are very rarely seen.
I really like these guys.
Oh yeah, Sunocrinolabris.
Sunocrinolabris. Ruhaha. What else would I get?
Ooh, albino thread fins. Love, 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 love.
Love, 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 love,
Love.
love, 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 love.
Excellent fish, if you have the space.
What else would I look at here? Of course, you know, I gotta look at Cypridinae. That is such a good picture of a cherry barb.
It
Oh, they
really
have the
is.
Pethiogalius. There you go.
Nice, there you go. That's and $8. What
If I
a
was
steal.
looking for a schooling fish, this would be the one.
Totes.
Adorbs.
God. Ooh, Kubatai.
Ooh!
That is a phenomenal picture of a Kubatai Rasbora. My God, how did
Well,
they
it's
even
Chris
do?
Lukup, that's
What
why.
did they? Oh, what did they kill it and make it sit there? Like it
What a
looks
good
so
resource
good.
to have. Look
Yeah,
at some
really.
catfish.
Stir-by. Albino stir-by, nice. I had those. I loved them.
Can't go wrong with an Adolphoi.
Super pretty.
I have 4 fry that I'm going to be selling here. A whopping 4.
There's 5 in there.
Is there 5? I
There's
only saw
5.
4.
No, I think there's 5.
5's a little better.
Yep.
I would definitely get some of these because I do want to start raising super reds.
I do get frustrated when super reds are sold modeled like that because
They all have the black
mine
spots.
didn't. They were perfect. They were.
Yeah.
I swear they were
I'm
perfect.
sure.
They were.
I believe you.
They were perfect.
No, I believe you. Oh, I would definitely get my favorite
Ooh.
all-time pleco,
Pretty. $80. God, that's a
the
lot.
Sultan of Swing.
Sultans of. Ooh, pretty. 306.
Oh yeah, these are
Those are nice.
probably the best orange pleco you can find.
For sure. Very cool.
Chelsea, how do I send you my address for those albino bristlenose? Steenfott Aquatics at gmail.com.
God, I'd love to get rid of them. I think we have older ones too. We have some that are like 2-3 inches also. An albino. 2 or 3 albinos. Bigger ones. Get rid of all of them. Can have them all. Can have them all.
What else?
What Kayleys do they have?
If there was more of these... Oh, he sold out.
Ooh, Bloody Mary.
They're gone finally.
What, the blues?
The Red Devil Loach. Or the Demon Eye.
It's very cool.
These are very nice.
Yeah. Their shape is different, and I enjoy that.
Well, according to the cover photo, he still has them, but
False.
I guess not.
I don't
These
like
are
yo-yo
some of the
loaches.
funnest hill streams because they're always flapping their little wings.
They do flap quite a bit, don't
and
they?
it's pretty funny. These are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary. Say that in the mirror 3 times with the lights off.
Someone gave me the idea to put blind cave tetra with my goodie aids. Does anyone think that's a good combo? I don't think so.
I don't
think
like
it's,
blind cave
And yeah, I
tetras.
was gonna say I think I'm kind of biased because I don't care for blind cave tetras, but I feel as though
They're so ugly.
I feel as though that it's an odd combination. I guess it could work, but I would keep an eye on it.
Ooh, you
Like
want
close
a
eye.
fun fish. These are shell-dwelling
God.
gobies.
They're so cool.
Yes, a shell-dwelling goby. That's awesome. You should buy all 10 on only $350. That's a good deal. Believe it or
you
not.
should email Dan, Jody.
Why? What?
It's the wrong picture on the Calitania.
On the loach, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I believe so. I would think coming from Jody, yes.
Whew.
It's gonna get
How
smacked
far Jody's gone in 6 months.
off the deep end. Got you. Ha. Ha. What do they have? What do they have?
Here you go.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Shut up. I swear to God.
Why
Black
would you
Morphos.
do that?
Got Wad-Eye, Lemon Tetra, Kochu's on sale. Wait, go down a little bit. Okay. Ich pick this Carry. It's Carry Tetra.
These are stunning.
Yeah, these are, those are a no-brainer. If you don't keep those, what are you doing? What, do you even have Tetra?
Do you even like fish?
I don't even think you do. They really are better looking than that even, so.
All right, have we spent enough time on dansfish.com? Can we come back?
I'm Oscar.com.
Well, I've like...
Yeah, where'd you go?
It's a little cramped.
Yeah.
Bummer
Bummer
over
of
the
the
weekend,
weekend.
realizing the Congo spotted puffer you acquired over the weekend from a fellow Aquarius was actually a very small Fahaka puffer.
Oh, no.
Oof, I hope you didn't pay for it.
You know, when I got my first spotted Congo, it was so emaciated that I thought it was a Fahaka. I was like, I showed him a picture, and he even said it looks like a Fahaka. It really did. I can see how that could happen. That's unfortunate.
I guess we're going right back to Dan's Fish, because what do you put in a 5-gallon tank? I shall show you.
Does he have sunfish?
I shall show you.
Yeah. There, that's what we have. Right there.
We got these in
Very
a
cute.
like 7 in the co-op rimless tank.
Mm-hmm. Very nicely paired, those fish with that tank. They look real good in there. Nice clear glass. Looks really sweet. I have a small 5-gallon planted and wanted a small fish. Any ideas? Yeah, buddy, right there, sunfish.
Oh, we are so close to 100. We just need a couple more likes.
You could do pygmy sunfish, or if you're interested
Send out a few more notifications.
if you're interested in wild bettas, you could do
You can't do wild bettas in a 5-gallon.
the cocina. You can. I did. It's very
You said
successfully.
you would never keep anything in under a 10-gallon.
I said that
And
it is
now you're going off your
false.
morals.
I said it is very difficult to maintain parameters in a 5-gallon tank.
You also said that you yourself would never keep anything
'Kay,
under 10 gallons.
I've told you many times. I kept my cocina in a 5-gallon tank. They were very happy in there.
Rosie, thank you so much. Should I add the barbs first or Congo pupper first? I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They don't occupy the same area of the aquarium.
That really goes for larger cichlids that are, like, if you have big old foot-long cichlids in a huge tank, you probably want to be mindful of the order you add them in there. But with anything that's under, like, a few inches, it can happen. I'm not saying it can't, but I think you'd be hard-pressed to have any big issues unless you had some crazy aggressive fish.
If you could find Great Lakes, like the dwarf amber barbs would be okay. And again, thank you, Rosie, for the $5 super chat.
Thank you.
But yeah, it really doesn't matter which go first.
It's funny. Any
Although,
information? Oh,
if it was me, I would probably add the barbs first, just so when you add the Congo puffer, it has some ditherfish already in the
yeah,
tank.
it does like dithers. That's true. Just to be nice, yeah. So yes, non-abnormal. I kept and tried to breed. I did breed, actually, albino crebensis. Nothing different than your standard crebensis. Don't know if you've ever kept them, but they're very easy. They just look really cool. They're another albino that I actually do enjoy. They were given to me by a friend who worked at a local fish store.
Jody says, I'm getting some green Mahachiensis and some copper Mahachiensis bettas after the 4th of July.
Mahachis are really nice.
Kind of stoked.
Yeah, that's a good one. They're the closest, one of the closest things to a splendens as far as their looks go and their shape and everything, but they are still very much a wild betta. So.
Oof. Two Turtle Tom says I paid a hefty rehoming fee, but not retail.
Man.
That's brutal.
Did you say something?
Hopefully the guy just didn't know any better and he didn't try to rip you off.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Fishcapade says, I'm on the hunt for Napoensis Corys. I grabbed a single one the other day that apparently had arrived randomly and alone in an order. I'm
Love
told
that.
at my local PetSmart. So, I think the problem you're going to have with Napoensis is that they get misidentified a lot. So, if you're going for them, make sure you go with like a trusted retailer that you know knows how to ID Corys.
Cosman backing me up here. Cocina group bettas are fine in a 2.5. Totally, you could keep a pair in I wouldn't keep a 2.5 because I can't. But a 5.
I put them in a 1 gallon. Like
5 gallons. I had a pair in a 5 gallon and they were great. They're teeny tiny, real small. That buried amano shrimp.
I'd love to have a buried amano shrimp. It's not hard to have buried amano shrimp. It's hard to raise them once they poop them out.
Check out that sweet black-banded sunfish. Whew, that thing's cool.
How have we been at 97 for like 10 minutes now?
Because everyone hates us.
Well, no one's leaving. No one's joining either. Why is this here?
Sorry, I'll stay over here.
It's never been there before.
It was an honest mistake. That sucks, though. Man, that sucks. Yeah, you're not prepared for a foot and a half long puffer. Besides your cake and aquarium hobby. How many tanks
Oh
do you
yeah,
have?
do we have any hobby updates here? Let's refresh.
Where'd you go? Oh, hi, buddy. Leaping lizards everywhere. Yeah, they do need brackish water for the babes. For Amanos. It's hard in Australia because we don't have Amano shrimp. We have oh. I don't know. I don't know what you have.
We are at 103 concurrent viewers. Thank you, everyone.
Something
we passed
kind
100.
of similar. Everything's different down under.
Can you get Sulawesi water shrimp? It's from Papua New Guinea. I don't know if you can get Sulawesi shrimp,
Papua.
but those are pretty neat.
43 tanks Jody has, 300-gallon stock ponds. What size are your tanks? Don't they range a lot, Jody? You have like some larger and some smaller?
We are not big killifish keepers, so
Sorry,
no,
Steve,
Steve, we have
no.
not. I've kept just the standards, like I love Gardner Eye.
I kept Egger's Eye, which I really liked.
And the Wonder, I'm drawing a blank, Wonder something. I haven't kept any of the Nothos, but I think those would be cool to keep.
Golden Wonder Killies, is that what you're talking about?
No.
Which I love those, by the way. Side note.
Honestly, Lamp-Eye Killies are my favorite.
Yeah, those are probably my favorite as well. Dennis, Threadfinicara. Yes, they can be kept together in large groups. And by large groups, I would say to feel safe, I would need 6 or more. And in order to have 6 or more threadfins, you're going to need like a 280 and up.
Now I have to look.
They can become very murderous towards each other. Every time I tried to do combinations of them, I did not have luck. But I think if you had a nice big tank and a good group that you grew out together, so the pecking order was naturally kind of, that's a good example of a fish that if you had a group of those, let's say you have a 280 and you have a group of 8, I would say at that point you need to be careful about what other fish you add into that group with them, other than some tetra or some cyprinids or cherisons, some type of schooling or shoaling fish, because that could throw off the balance of what you have going on, and they can become very, very aggressive towards each other.
I wasn't even close. It was the Australia. These guys here.
Does he have Egger's Eye on there?
I wasn't even
Cool.
close. Australia Killy. Let's see. Have I kept? Well, I've kept clown killies. That's
This is the Egger's Eye. Aren't they pretty? Look at that.
Egger's Eye.
Noto bronchius Egger's Eye.
Oh yeah. All the Nothos are pretty though.
Mm-hmm. They all have that kind of red. I feel like they're very, very red.
I like the Gardner Eye because they're bullies.
Love that.
Yeah, they pair well with Rainbowfish.
Oh. We have Caradina typus. I had a buried one, but I missed pulling it. I have this set up to raise the Zoes. Zoes. Ooh.
Let's
You
see what they
scuba
got.
dives in surfs. Still at 54. Good for you, buddy. Get out there and get it.
One of my favorite things to watch is people drowning scuba diving, going cave exploring.
Wow. That's okay. Well, yeah, that's different than
Underwater cave exploring makes no sense to me, but have fun dying.
Oh my god. Ephysa Semyon killies are great. Aphiosemion. Look up Notobranchius ocellatus. Super cool. Piscivorius killie. Oh, really? The thick cobidae.
Oh, they have the banded headstander.
I love headstanders.
These guys are really cool. You're not gonna see these very often.
Tours. Yeah.
Ooh, they
Never.
big. They get big though.
They get very big.
What a good picture though. Look
Yeah,
at
it's a
that.
great picture. All these pictures I'm really like. Their newer pictures, especially, are really nice. My tanks range in size from 5.5 to 230. I would just like to have a bunch of 40 and 60 breeders though. I would love to have 125s and 75s. A whole fish room of 125s and 75s. That's my dream. I can't get motivated in winter. Yeah, it can be a real MFer. I also watch those cave diving videos. Absolutely. Yeah, crazy. Like, who would ever, when I'm like, they wanted to go the shoulder deep, one person behind the other, all in this tiny little cave system, and I'm like having a panic attack listening to it because it makes me so uncomfortable. Water and being in. When I went to Yosemite, I did all the hikes and all the stuff. I would not do the spider caves. I was like, hell no, dude. Nothing where I have to shimmy and crawl in a tight space. Negative. Not happening.
Zen, I would do gardener eye with pygmy cats. I would try it myself. They rarely come out or from below the surface. Pygmy cories very rarely ever go above like halfway, so I wouldn't be too worried about it.
I would love a 12-inch high 8-foot tank. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Agreed. Very cool.
Ooh, 109 people now.
So the display tank at Moonlight is stunning, and he has it. It's more of a I don't know, vivarium situation. It's very cool though.
Oh, killifish and gobies would be a fun combo.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be a lot of color.
I've kept killifish with gobies. Not for a long time though.
The only problem I have with killifish is that they're kind of expensive and they have like a 2 to 3 year lifespan.
Yeah, they're not very long-lived.
Especially the seasonal ones.
Which, yeah. Although they don't all drop dead at a year. They make you think they're just going to all of a sudden, like, expire. But they do live pretty
I went
lives.
caving in Budapest, Hungary, when I was younger. One of the worst experiences I've ever had.
Oh, God, that sounds awful. See, no. No. Ugh.
I've gone into, like, mining, like, old abandoned mining shafts and
different.
stuff. But, you know,
God,
I could, like, stand up
yeah,
and walk in it.
Underwater is terrifying, too.
There's one that you have to hike, like, 4 miles. There's no trail. So you have to bushwhack. And it's this huge mining cave that's probably 8 feet by 8 feet. There's running water. So there's, like, a foot of running water that just constantly comes out of it. It's very cool. But obviously very dangerous. I'm a retired underwater welder, so yeah, certified cave and deep dive.
Oh, wow. Okay, not to, bust into your private financial situation, but I know that there is a pretty penny to be made in underwater welding. That's
What we were actually talking about this today. Can
lot.
somebody explain how snorkels work?
we both are like, what the hell?
Like, what is the point of a snorkel?
Choked on water every time I try to do it. Every time. And I'm like, this is stupid.
Like, if you're floating at the surface and looking down, okay, that makes sense. But, like, the people that dive down with a snorkel, like, what are you doing?
Like 10 feet down and they're just chilling underwater, like having a fun old time. And I'm like, what the hell, bro? How's that even possible?
Yes, a lot of people here have kept Synodontis lucipennis,
Yeah.
including both of us, and they're very cool.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Very cool.
I will never step foot in any type of cave. It depends. I like caves that are like the stalactites and stalagmites, like the huge, huge open caves you can walk into. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's the tight little tunnels and stuff where I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get trapped down here, and this is not how I'm dying.
I do
No
go
way.
in the ice caves, even though you're not supposed to, but I have to.
Yeah, I couldn't go because it was covered last time when we went there. I've kept those Synodontis lucipennis with my sapphire cichlids. Yeah, they can go with a lot of things. They're very easy to keep with stuff. Yes, it's to float on the surface and skim the water looking down. Diving is scuba. Are you for scuba?
As long as you are for scuba.
Ruben, ya for scuba?
Ruben.
No way, Jose. It's such a funny movie.
Caves are
We
the
should
best,
watch that.
especially the catfish cave.
Good one. Good one. Borellii, are we talking about Apistos? What are we talking about here? Oh, excuse me. God dang it.
Don't start that. We still got another hour and a half to go.
Look at this guy hanging out right by me. Hi, buddy.
Are the Synodontis types always hiding? Not in my experience.
No, they're out.
My favorite are the Pleurops because they have gigantically weird eyeballs.
Things with big eyeballs are cute.
I'll pull it up.
Like our kid, she's got big eyeballs. And she's
I'm
cute.
joking though. My favorite is probably the Burchardi. I'll show them all. Synodonis, Burchardi.
Yeah.
Oops.
No
if I can
cables,
type.
thank you. You can say my family and I are wealthy with no college diploma. Yeah, that's.
Synodonis.
Also, I got a scuba
Pleurops?
certificate before I got my driver license. That's helpful. That's probably why you got into underwater welding, which is such a cool thing. What did you work on? Did you work on like towers and stuff, or like what was your main like medium that you worked with? I guess.
So these are my favorite Synodonis because they get about 8 inches, and I love the barring, and they're peaceful. They're fun. If you go back a ways, like
Damn it.
8 years ago on my channel, I'll have videos of these. Ooh, man, I'm trying not to burp on the
Guessing
stream
that's why
here.
you've also lived in a lot of really like exotic kind of or like far away places. Like you've been all over the place, right? Like lots of places.
And then we have the Pleurops, which are just goofy with gigantic eyeballs.
Slayer.
They're so cool. And they do have a little bit of like the patterning as well. This is a really good picture right here.
Yeah, it's a great picture.
All of the eyeballs are so big.
Look at me in my eyeballs.
This is a good one right here. Like as far as the size of the eyeball compared to its head.
They're pretty large.
And these guys, they're very slow moving. They just kind of meander around the tank. They're very cool.
I
Very,
like
very
that
cool.
word, meandering. Petricola synodontis, yeah, those are great. Just got 2 jumbo weather loaches from the LFS that were dropped off. These guys are 10 inches, super fat, 500 plywood pond. That's cool. That's cool. I like to hear of fish being put in appropriately sized tanks, ponds. It's always nice. I snorkeled a lot in... Oh, Aquarium Max. Hello, sir. I snorkeled a lot in Hawaii, spent most of the time at the surface, but would take brief forays 6 feet down. Takes a few tries to learn how to purge the snorkel properly when you resurface. Yeah, I can't do that. Neither can he, apparently.
What is the point of it, though, Russ? Like, I don't...
You're just go short little bursts down and then come back up. That's the point, but I can't do it.
Oh, so you don't have to come all the way out of
Correct.
the water?
You can be like 6 feet underwater and not have to go up every 2 seconds because you're holding a little bit of air. But I don't know how to do it.
Wait,
So
you hold air in... That doesn't make any sense.
But there's air in the snorkel.
So you have to, like, hold it? Because once you
there's-
go underwater, it's going to
You
fill
don't
up.
breathe out. It's like the pressure keeps it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I
that's
don't
what I
know.
understood. So we were discussing this like last night, I think, or the day before. It was pretty funny. Every time you guys say fish names, it makes me realize I have so much to learn. That's the great thing about this hobby. It's infinite, really. You could just go on and on and on. You can look up fish that you can't ever get. I do that all the time. Make myself real pissed off.
Hip Hop Hillbilly, Venezuelan quarries are so easy to spawn. I don't know if you're not having success with them. If you have them already and they're not spawning, then there's probably something wrong with the water. Because honestly, they should spawn. Do like a huge cold water change, and and obviously dump a lot of food.
Yeah, lots of food.
Lots
is
of food. It's
important.
ridiculous how much food
Yeah.
they will eat.
I always think when we feed our breeder tank, I guess, of that, like how crazy it is, and then I'm like, no, it really it gets results when you give them that much food.
And if you're just doing dry prepared food, move to frozen or live blackworms. Very high protein food and lots of it.
First job was at Monterey Bay Aquarium. My mom's friend was a curator there. So cool. I love Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's such an experience. We'll have to take Sadie there when we move because it's so pretty. It's a fun place to go. Snorkeling is more like surface diving, ideal for shallow. Okay, that's what I've always seen is people in like 10 feet of water, 12 feet of water, they go like halfway down. But I still am really.
But see, I don't
not
need
good
a
at it.
snorkel to go like 10 feet down. That's what I don't
Well,
understand.
Good for you, you special person. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I can swim just fine, but I'm not. Yeah.
Let's do this.
I don't do cold water changes. I usually try to temp match, feed only frozen foods and kelp wafers.
So that's all it does.
Yeah, but you hold your breath with it and you can go down.
But it doesn't
deeper.
provide extra air while
No,
you're
not
underwater.
extra air. No. Is that
That's
what
all I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. I see. Sorry, I didn't understand. Cold water
Are
changes can make
these
stuff happen.
Are these Synodontis pushovers? Can they take some harassment? They usually don't get harassed because they're going to go in and out of your hardscape.
The snorkel doesn't hold enough air to breathe underwater. You sharply when you resurface to purge it and keep going. Oh, okay. See, I can do it like I remember in the bathtub. Like when I was a kid, I had one, and I would like go under like 2 inches of water, and I could obviously breathe. But I guess that makes sense. I just never. I don't know. And I panic when like water gets in my mouth. I really don't like that, or my nose, or. Ugh. I just don't care for that at all. I need bricks to go 10 feet down.
I was a real weirdo, and I practiced for a long time being able to fall asleep while floating in water. So I can take naps while floating in water.
You can take naps doing anything, though. It's amazing. You can like.
I have a lot of practice with naps, too, in general.
I wish that I could do that. Any fish I've tried to breed, I've used cold tap water and triggers fish to spawn my rainbow shiners. Yeah, that's a good one to do that with. My sapphire cichlids, doesn't matter. Time of year, as long. Yeah, because it makes them think it's a certain time of year. That's what the cold water does. It makes them go, oh, it's breeding season. Let's make something happen. Some of them, not all fish, just some. Flippers are helpful, but staying down is an exercise in futility. Yeah, I stay where I belong, which is on the surface. You know?
I'm like Kevin Costner. I could live in the water.
My sister's like that. She was a water baby from day one. I like to be next to the water or on the water, near the water, pulling animals out of the water, but not like down in it.
Swimming in the ocean is like my favorite thing in the world.
I just know that I respect the creatures that live down there, and I'm not trying to F with their property. So
I also love like the glacier lakes we have around here when you can swim out into the middle and look down and see like 100 feet down because the water is so clear. It's awesome.
What is she doing?
Digging.
Oh my god. Shallow coral reef diving is ideal for snorkeling since you look for hours without taking your head. Yeah, that makes sense. You have goggles and.
Okay, for some reason I was under the impression that it gave you like extra air to breathe underwater.
Some people are talented enough to dive down and hold their breath with their like plug it. I don't know what you do because I've never done it, but I've seen it. Water adjacent, correct, Nancy. I like to be water adjacent. I love boating. Boating's fun. I like water skiing or tubing. Although with my bum hip now, who knows? You're digging to nowhere there, girl. Not gonna get very far. Poor thing.
Water adjacent.
I know, I love that. Anything adjacent. I'm getting warm. It is a warm day today. Unusually warm.
We don't have the AC in here like we have had in the past.
That's true. Can I keep zebra plecos at 79 degrees in my community tank with Rasbora mixed fish and red devil loaches? I don't see why not. I think it would be fine.
Ooh, we've got some people responding to other hobbies. Tarantulas.
Nice. What type?
That's Ethan. He's probably not in the live stream.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know this name. I'm going to say Zama. Says toy collector, 80s and 90s.
Ooh, cool.
Nuisance animal removal with dogs. Nothing like walking in the city for an hour and catching 30 rats.
Oh my god.
Get some rat terriers.
Yes, I do not like water proper. Correct.
Did you already get this one?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I said it's fine. Sharks get pissed at people trespassing. Like, get off my... No, that's what I'm saying. Running water. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I respect you, bro. I love the 70s SNLs with the land shark, which I thought was hilarious. Because I'm like, yeah, they don't come knocking on our door. We go knocking on theirs and then get pissed off when they try to eat us on accident. Calm down. Fundamentally,
Yes,
they are
and
using
thank
the
you.
mask, but it's attached to a snorkel. Yeah, okay, why were we all not talking about the mask? Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you, JR, for membership for 3 months. I appreciate it.
Tanks. 95 degrees here, haven't had AC in over a decade. Whew, you are a strong soul. I am a big puss when it comes to that.
JR, the higher temps are really for breeding. I have blue phantoms. Now, there are definitely plecos that need like 86. Think like gold nuggets.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you have like gold nuggets, any of the species of gold nuggets, they will die in 80-degree water. They need like 90.
God bless you, Dennis. Candygram.
It's The Goldie pleco also is one that requires very hot temperatures. So they're out there, but it's a minority of them.
That was perfect, Candygram.
And JR, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, dude.
That's 10 new subs we've got this stream.
My mom and dad own the the VHS box set of the 70s SNLs, and that's what I watched as a kid. It was like King Tut and Rosanna Dana and Nick the Lounge Singer. That's my favorite. Samurai Deli. Land Shark.
You says I was into reptiles until I saw those cute desert butt crack frogs. I had to get them.
The rain frogs are pretty cute.
Well, technically those are amphibians.
The fibs. They are. They are.
I don't like those people, but I had to do it.
No, those people make me want to, because like he knows. He knows. When you know someone knows and someone says it, it's like I want to smack you in your face. But.
Sweet Polly AM Aquatics, Redneck Aquatics, Stan Pittman, Kara C, and Johnny Fish Face. We will be streaming in about 30 minutes for members only. If you're still around that late, come hang out.
Is it Kara or Kara? See, look at me. I'm so annoying, but I just have to know.
Or is it Karak?
It is. Just ignore him. Kara or Kara. Whichever one.
Or Karak.
No. Never. Yeah, the frogs are adorable. They are not the easiest to keep. I don't want to say they're hard to keep, but they're not like having a Pac-Man frog or something.
T-Shaw says, "What up, friends? Nice tour of Moonlight Aquatics. Lots of cool fish.
Lots of cool fish.
I actually cut a lot out too.
Yeah.
So
there
wasn't very many rainbow fish, if any, in there, but they have a lot of rainbow fish in stock. They just didn't have them tagged yet, and I didn't want to be like
guessing.
Yeah.
Or hoping that it's correct.
Because if you have an 1.5-inch rainbow fish, it could almost be anything.
That's very true. But I have to praise just the wide array of species he has that I don't see in local fish stores, and his prices. Because not only does he have these rare fish or these less seen fish, his prices are beyond fair. And that's really commendable, because he's letting people who maybe couldn't access these fish normally access them. So support Moonlight. It's a small operation, but he's got great stuff.
And my discount code is unlimited. You can make 5 orders and it'll work all 5 times. It's a very good deal.
No,
well, we had 118 people. That's pretty dope.
His store, when I walk in, I think the first time I went in, I said, if I had a fish store, it's black everywhere. It's just the whole store is like blacked out, and it just makes all these fish pop. I mean, you can see every bit of color, even on little fish that you wouldn't necessarily see color on if you had a blue background and like washed out, cream colored walls.
Did you just say pop?
Pop.
Make these fish pop.
No, I did say that. Yeah. I was like, pop, no. Yes, I did. Because it's true, I don't know what other word to use, because they really do stand out so nicely against it's black everywhere. And when he has his plants, they look so nice. I mean, it just is a very nice store. I gotta give it.
In case I forget, because we only have a few minutes left, thank you for the people that put in orders during the live stream.
Oh.
Got a few orders. That's pretty nice. I don't know if you're in the live stream, but in case you are, thank you.
Thanks,
thank
y'all.
you.
Thanks.
Hey, Garage Gills.
Crazy. Those fish be popping. Totally. 60 breeder, medium-sized shoaling schooling fish. What's your pick? Lapis tetra, wad-eye, emperor tetra.
Say blueberry tetra so they can.
Blueberry tetra. What else would I put in there? I would do
Pethia galeus.
I think the lapis tetra, if you want a good, they're not too tight schooling, but they do stay together nicely. So I think they're just gorgeous and underkept. So I'd say lapis tetra.
Yes, you can get t-shirts if for some weird reason you actually want a Steenfott Aquatics t-shirt. I took them off the website for a little bit, but they are back and they are cheaper and better than the ones I previously had on there.
You're stateside again. You're rocking the merch.
So there you go, SteenfottAquatics.com. Cop yourself some merch. Blech.
Throw up on this microphone.
I never
Cop
have that up.
some merch.
Why do I never have my website
Dang.
up?
I don't know. Why don't you?
Someone's got to finish some blogs.
I guess that's me.
Can't type. There we go. Let's go take a look. We're going on another field trip right here. Apparel. Oh, it's not showing the cursor for some reason now.
Oh, Zen already got it. You're beat. You're beat.
But I'm showing it on the
I
stream.
guess so.
So you can see it.
She still wins.
Of course she does.
Because I win. T-shot. Do you have T-shirts too? Is that what he was asking?
So there you go.
Oh, I am warm, man. I tell you what.
Oh, is he asking if T-shot has T-shirts or if I have to? No. Now I'm doing this for
You
nothing.
better buy one of ours now, or we're gonna feel real bad.
Yeah.
You want one of the T-shots and not ours. We're gonna be very upset.
I would never be offended for someone not buying one of my
I will
T-shirts.
Be very upset if you do not buy a T-shirt.
But I have priced this, so I don't make any money on any of this stuff.
Yeah, you just get to cop the merch.
Because the creators that charge like $35 for a T-shirt, that just really pisses me off.
Well, and like these aren't some amazing
$60 for a hoodie.
made in the USA T-shirts. They're good. There's nothing wrong with them. But like
They're made in the U.S.
these ones are?
Mhm.
Are they American Apparel?
This
are
one
they?
should be.
Oh, okay. If they're American Apparel, they are made in the USA.
It should say here
It
somewhere.
should say if it's made in the USA. It should say.
Well, it's my description, so.
I don't think so, sir.
The material is sourced in Bangladesh, but it is put together.
Prove it.
I have the NAFTA certificates.
Will that merch help my lady game?
It did for me.
I was about to say, I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
She
because
stole all my
Yeah.
T-shirts and hoodies.
I did. I came here and I said, mine. Mine.
There's Leo, finally.
Hope it's not weird to ask where his state. No, it's not weird to ask. She is with grandparent, with said grandparent.
Mhm.
Yep. That's where she is, and she actually had a doctor's appointment today, and we learned what we already knew, that she is very tall.
She is in the 95th percentile in her
Height.
height
She's very
and her
40% with the like weight, but with height, I was not surprised to hear that she's
A plus.
super tall already. Yeah, she gets to spend time with her grandma. It's fun for everyone. She is way too alert and doing things now to have her sleep in my lap like she did for a while. When she was a newborn, she just slept. Now she's like grabbing stuff and she doesn't shut up. She talks constantly. So. Oh, look who decided to show up. How dare you take a nap?
I already said that.
I didn't listen.
I know.
You're just early for the member stream. That's a good way to look at it, Zen.
I think he does work at like 3 in the
He
morning.
does.
So.
I know. I'm aware. But still,
Okay.
wake up. Wake up.
I think the only reason you married me was for my merch.
Obviously. That was it.
She wears it everywhere. It's
I
so
do.
embarrassing.
Is it? Why is that?
No one cares about Steenfott Aquatics in the wild.
False. Although I did wear one time when I had a co-op hoodie on, somebody said something. It's funny. What Tegu? Oh, you want a Tegu? Or are you talking about
He's
my Tegu?
buying one
Oh, you are? Thank you,
from
Leo.
the SERP. I'm tearing him.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh God. Ow. Well, I don't know if y'all can hear our Tegu. She's going ham back there. Wake up, San Francisco. I'm Danny Tanner.
I'm Danny
And I'm
Tanner.
Rebecca Donaldson.
And I paid my daughter's way through.
Oh my God, I forgot about
college.
that. That was a scandal, wasn't it? They got in big trouble for that. Like, that was... You know her husband is the one who started the Mossimo at Target. He was like a bazillionaire.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a brand, one of the house brands at Target was Mossimo for many years, and that is her husband, Mossimo. That's his name. Like, that's his line of clothing, so he sold it to
Oh,
Target.
so he just put his name on clothing and he's a billionaire?
Yeah.
Where's my $1 billion?
I don't know.
My name is on clothing.
Apparently I'm not wearing enough merch.
You gotta cop it. Gotta cop that merch.
I don't pay for my merch. I get free merch.
Oh,
Swag.
you pay.
Swag.
You pay.
I showed Bob the pic. He didn't show. Oh, did you not show me the picture of his Tegu?
No, it looks like every baby Tegu you ever
Is
see.
it green still?
Mine was.
Is it that? Mine was green when I got her.
I don't know. I can't keep up with all the messages he sends me.
I did not see it, Leo. I'm sorry.
There you go.
It's just a little peanut. That's actually a little bit bigger than the... It looks a little green, but not very green.
It looks like it's under a green light.
It does have kind of a green cast from... Well, it's probably the reflection off that fake plant. How's St. P surviving your B-Day week? Wait, what? Oh, Steven.
Saint Stephen.
I'm going to call you that from now on. Do you like that? Is that a good one? Saint Stephen?
Well, I'm a doctor, so.
Yeah. So says Amazon. Or whatever. What is it? I don't remember.
I didn't sign Steenfott in the cool script. So I got to use the Mossimo font.
The little... kind of swoopy.
How did the CW111 looks at Moonlight? I couldn't find him. And the owner wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't there that day.
There was a lot of stuff on the website I didn't see that I was looking for.
It's possible it could be somewhere else.
I don't know if
that
it was
we
in the
don't know about.
top secret room that we're not allowed to film, or
Yeah.
not a part of the club. But yeah, there was quite a few fish when I was editing the video and looking on their website.
Saint Ethan.
I was
There
like,
you
where are all these fish at?
I'm getting mean mugged by a bunch
But
of fish.
I will tell you, all the Corys look pretty good there.
Yeah, they did.
And for the first time ever, I got to see the albino pygmy Corys. But I didn't see them till after we shot the video, so they weren't in the video. Imagine
I
that.
am going to make a short, though, so stay tuned. You don't know what it's going to look like. But wait
These
for it.
guys, normally I don't like albino fish, but I'm telling you, these are so cool looking and they're so tiny. I did really,
They are tiny.
really like these.
Okay, T-shot, no, unfortunately. I would say they need at least like a one, like long term, I'd say a group of 6. They'd need like a 125, but at
Yeah.
least a 75 when they're smaller too. Like they
They're
move
very fast swimming.
Yeah, they move. I had not mascaras, but I had filament barbs, which are similar in size and movement. I had them in a 75, and it was too small. Like it was too small. So I would say 125. They're like Denison barbs. They just move. They like to use every inch of the tank. They're all over the place, and they're kind of stout too. They get pretty good size. Pretty rotund.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool fish, though.
Rotund.
Are you gonna poop, dude?
Massimo's a high-end brand here in New Zealand.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Funny. 314. If you're getting it from the Serpentarium, that sounds like their price. I paid 150.
So no.
I paid 150 for mine, but I got her from a show. And shows, they are cheaper, especially if you have cash.
Show enough.
A lot of times if it's like, oh, it's 160, but you have cash, it's 150 or whatever, like something like that, because they just would rather not deal with the whole getting charged to use whatever square or whatever they use. But 300, if it's supposed to be some line bred for color or whatever, like I could see 300. It's not bad, but it's not like, I would say 200 and 250 is normal. Unless it's some type of crazy more for like whatever, like I was saying. Mine's just a regular old Argentine black and white tegu.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna say she's nothing special, but she's very special.
And on that note, folks, we are gonna call it quits. We have gone the hour and a half. I hope you had fun. Go on the community tab and tell me or show me what your other hobbies are. I would appreciate it. And maybe I'll make the same post in the Facebook group, since that does get more engagement, because YouTube sucks. Otherwise, what else? Use our codes. Go buy fish. Go buy t-shirts.
Buy all the things.
Don't buy t-shirts. And
I like them.
what else?
Mascara barbs, they say minimum of 6.
6 foot.
Oh, 6 foot? Is that what you're gonna say? Or groups?
I think said what size.
Oh. That study guy got pretty popular.
It's
with
not my fault you slept in, Leo.
Yeah, buddy. Stussy. Oh, yeah. I was like, study. I wore a lot of... I loved Stussy. Have a night, Russ.
All right, folks.
Regina,
that's
everyone
going to do
else?
it. Again, thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it and had some fun at least, or learned something. And to all the members, we will see you in about 15. Everyone else, we'll see you in 7 days.
7 days.
So have a good week. Go buy fish. Go subscribe to Aquarium Pets because it's an amazing channel.
So good. One of my favorites.
And send me emails about anything. I don't care. Steenfottaquatics@gmail.com.
Well, maybe not anything. That could get a little weird.
Send it to Chelsea. Anything.
Yeah, I guess.
Just put attention, Chelsea.
We'll see what you got.
She likes the weird things.
Yeah,
No, don't. That's not what you wanted to say. Now we're going to get some... Okay. On that note, I'm out of here before she says anything else.